Okay, I don't usually deal with content like this on this channel, but this caught my eye and knowledge is power, so I wanted to share it with you because I had not heard about this amoeba before today. It says, this is from the Daily Mail. Texas girl 10 dies in hospital 2 weeks after contracting brain-eating amoeba while swimming in a river on Labor Day. The 10-year-old Texas girl has died in the hospital 2 weeks after contracting a rare brain-eating amoeba while she swam in a river. Lily Avant died on Monday morning in the hospital in Fort Worth. Her family announced her death and said she was in the arms of Jesus. They said, "Our sweet Lily Mae has gone to be with Jesus. She fought the good fight and built an army of prayer warriors around the world doing it." Guys, here's the girl right here, but I want to read this story because I have kids. You know, a lot of you guys out there have kids. Life is short. And you just never, even though this is rare, you just never know when something like this is crazy. Something crazy like this will happen in your life. And it's almost one of those things where it's like, well, this couldn't possibly happen to me because it's so rare. And I'm sure these people never thought that this kind of thing would happen to them. So that's why I want to cover this. Lily was placed in a medically induced coma after her condition deteriorated following complaints of a headache and fever on September 8th. The youngster is understood to have contracted a parasite known as Naegleria fowleri after swimming in the waters behind her home in Whitney the week before on Labor Day. The amoeba, Naegleria fowleri, causes a brain infection that leads to the destruction of tissue. That is just soberingly scary to me. In its early stages, symptoms may be similar to bacterial meningitis. And here's Lily right here holding a duck. There she is right there in her medically induced coma. And it's just really sad. Your heart goes out to this family because this horrible thing could have happened to any family. Her father, John Crossan, said last week that they were optimistic. He said, "We hope we got her. We hope we got her in time. She's a fighter. She's stronger than anybody I know. The organism does not cause illness if swallowed, but can be deadly if forced through the nose." Relative Wendy Scott told KXAS, "The water is in Lily's backyard. She has swum in there day in, day out. The day she was in there, we had 40 people in there with her." So this is just like such a rare chance for this to happen to anybody, but it ended up happening to Lily. They got it checked out. There were several viruses going around school. It was assumed it's a virus because the symptoms are exactly the same, so she was sent home. She was brought into the emergency room on Tuesday when she woke up unresponsive. She was eyes open, she was there, but she wasn't speaking. Nothing. "We thought if the water is flowing, it's safe, but that's clearly not the case." Scott added on Saturday, "We are at the point where the doctors have exhausted their resources. Lily is still fighting. She's still staying strong." And then they said, "We're just waiting for God to step in and perform a miracle. She's in stable condition. She's still in the ICU at this time, and that's basically where we're at. Just need lots of prayers." A spokesperson for the Texas Department of State Health Services said, "We average less than one per year in Texas. However, it's extremely serious and almost always fatal. Since it's so rare, we don't know why a few people get sick while millions who swim in natural bodies of water don't." And just... it's almost like I felt compelled to give you guys this story when I saw these pictures of her just laying in that bed. And it's just something that you would never expect to happen to you. And then boom, it does. So what is Naegleria fowleri? Naegleria fowleri is commonly referred to as the brain-eating amoeba as it can cause a rare and devastating infection of the brain called primary amoebic meningoencephalitis. The infection is very rare with the single-celled organism commonly found in warm, fresh water such as lakes, rivers, and hot springs, as well as in the soil. And then I think back, you know how many times I've been in a lake or a river? I mean, numerous times, and you guys probably have too, but we got out of it okay. This could have happened to us as well when any lake water or river water went up our nose. It usually infects people when contaminated water enters the body through the nose. Once the amoeba enters the nose, it travels to the brain where it causes PAM, which is usually fatal. Infection typically occurs when people go swimming or diving in warm freshwater places like lakes and rivers. It kind of just makes you think twice the next time you do that. In very rare instances, Naegleria infections may also occur when contaminated water from other sources, such as inadequately chlorinated swimming pool water or heated and contaminated tap water, enters the nose. And then you think about people purposely putting water up their nose, like with these neti pots, and that's like a lot of people have done that. And probably a lot of people still do that. You cannot get infected from swallowing water contaminated with Naegleria, they say. So I wanted to just put that out there, guys. Leave your thoughts about this for the world and the Google Thought Police in the comments section below. And let me know if you've ever heard about this. I've never heard of it. And it's just a pretty sobering reality that we live in life that has something this dangerous. I did a video about, I don't know, it's been about 4 years ago. It was like 10 of the most horrible diseases you could possibly contract. I may try to look for that. If you guys want to see that, I'll do a re-upload on it. It's pretty startling, some of the stuff that's out there that can, flesh-eating bacteria, rare diseases where your bones grow in this weird way where it starts poking out of your flesh. There's a whole bunch of stuff like that. So if you want to see that video, I'll re-upload it. Just let me know in the comment section below. I'll see you guys in the next heavily censored shadow ban video.